Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Yo soy un hombre sincero. De donde
Latest report from the Commission on Human Rights and National Reconciliation out of Cuba in December of last year. Almost 10,000 people were arrested illegally by the Cuban regime.
In the last 2 years, they've actually increased particularly the arbitrary short-term detention one. They used to throw you in jail for a long time. Now it's sort of these short-term detention policies.
And if it's not the crime at any given time, the government can make it a crime as they wish, because they just decide that they wanted to punish you. Cuba was the richest tropical country in the world. Cuba used to produce 80% of everything that the Cubans ate. Now Cuba has to import 80%.
Because, poverty, by the way, and economic need is a mechanism of social control. It's a repression, right? That's one of the other reasons why it's a problem for people to start doing better economically, because then they have the time and the resources to conspire.
Every Cuban deals in the black market at some point in their lives. It's inevitable. But as soon as you cross the line, you become a political opponent or a dissident. Then the very simple things that you were doing before to feed your family become illegal.
When given the choice, and this is true historically in the case of Cuba, between enhancing or improving the standard of living of Cubans and making sure that they stay in power, they would always pick politics over well-being. Where people are, culturally speaking, are accustomed to a state that's looking at them, that's repressing them, and that they expect things from as well. And so the idea overall is to create a culture of fear. The regime, the leadership, is committed to holding on to power and to ensuring that there is no instability. That's their number one priority. That's why they are proactive and arbitrary in terms of their repression, right? Because they want to make sure we are watching you, we will take arbitrary effects and sends a signal to everyone. If the regime considers you to be a threat or a danger to peace and stability, I don't know the language of the law, the government can put you in jail, not for having committed a crime, but for suspicion of being in the process of committing a political crime. This is why you have these arbitrary, I call them proactive or preventive repressive measures.
Without that personal freedom, the state takes over and there's nothing you can do. Only Cubans can solve the problem, for sure. The problem in Cuba is not the US policy, the problem in Cuba is not an economic problem. The problem in Cuba is a political problem. Cuba has been ruled by this gang of mobsters for too long. And until there is the freedom for Cubans, for average Cubans, to decide who rules and who doesn't, the country will not prosper. Once Cubans have the freedom to choose, they will take care of whatever needs to be taken care of.